Out low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, bud. A salute on Usyk, the great Usyk.
Boxing legends believe Oleksandr Usyk may never lose because of his unmatched skill and intelligence inside the ring. Anthony Joshua explained that Usyk doesn't rely on raw power to win fights. Instead, he uses elite technique, sharp footwork, and perfect timing. Usyk can outthink and outmaneuver his opponents, making him a puzzle that no one has figured out yet. That's why so many champions and legends agree. Usyk's dominance isn't based on strength, but on pure boxing mastery and brain power.
On Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk, realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Terence Crawford has made it clear how much he respects Oleksandr Usyk every time a major heavyweight fight is discussed. Crawford always picks Usyk to win, no matter who he's facing. Ahead of the Tyson Fury bout, Crawford broke down his reasoning. Usyk's footwork, timing, and rapid combinations are too advanced for today's heavyweights. Even the strongest and biggest fighters struggle with the way Usyk moves. Crawford said skill beats size every time, and he was proven right when. Usyk clearly beat Fury in their showdown.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk, hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight though, what they had,
Usyk.
right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was
If that
close.
blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that. You would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But that wasn't a.
It wasn't low.
No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that a low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy though.
Usyk's a
Usyk.
good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked them both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
me.
time you picked him
Both times.
because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was going to give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive as him.
Former undisputed heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis has praised Usyk's incredible technique and boxing IQ. Lewis even said that Usyk's talents would have stood strong during the golden era of heavyweights against names like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. That's high praise coming from someone who dominated in such a competitive time. Lewis pointed out that Usyk's adaptability and smarts would have made him a threat to any top fighter from any era, past or present.
How do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. Very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my uppercut.
Renowned trainer and respected boxing analyst Teddy Atlas gave Oleksandr Usyk one of the biggest compliments a fighter can receive. He said that no boxer today can match what Usyk brings to the ring, and that his championship success is completely deserved. Atlas highlighted how Usyk's presence alone had a major effect on Daniel Dubois in their fight. From the opening bell, Usyk showed total control while Dubois looked unsure and uncomfortable. Atlas stressed that it wasn't just Usyk's physical ability, but also his mental strength and calm command that overwhelmed Dubois.
Nobody. He's staring at doing this stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who breaks it off first? Wow, okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up. He's standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this. And you can see Dubois like the, he's like the He's like the kid at the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing, and he's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the games. He's trying to. You know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back with, and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you could see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counter punchers show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his hand.
Boxing experts now openly say that Usyk is one of the all-time greats. Dominated the cruiserweight division, became undisputed, then moved up to heavyweight and beat top opponents multiple times, including Joshua, Dubois, and Fury. What makes it even more impressive is that, at 38 years old, Usyk shows no signs of slowing down. His age-defying performances continue to shock people. Analysts now admit there isn't a single fighter out there with the tools to beat him. Watching Usyk today feels like watching a living legend in his prime.
It's at heavyweight. He's now beaten Joshua twice. He's beaten Fury twice. He's beaten Dubois twice. He's cleared out cruiserweight. He's cleared out heavyweight. He's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlatives. We're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went like slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury. I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe.
The whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot. But like the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. I was like, whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over the top of the southpaw jab.
Many voices in boxing agree that Usyk has already built a legacy that will last forever. His achievements at cruiserweight alone would have made him a Hall of Famer. Becoming undisputed and winning the Muhammad Ali trophy were major milestones. But moving up in weight and succeeding at heavyweight pushed him to another level. Both critics and fans say Usyk has nothing left to prove. Any fight he takes now only adds to a career that's already considered one of the most accomplished in modern boxing history.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest. He's earned the rest. but we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire, but if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he wants a trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and Adja Kabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't gripe about that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot out of those three names. He does. Because Joshua's coming off the back of a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Wallin, at least he's got some wins together.
Tyson Fury may want a third fight, but most boxing insiders don't see the point. Usyk already proved he's the better man by beating Fury twice. From a legacy angle, Usyk gains little by doing it again. Still, a third match might happen. Not because Usyk needs it, but because of public demand or the money involved. At this point, it seems only Fury believes he can change the result. What truly separates Usyk from other fighters is his brilliant ring IQ. He doesn't chase knockouts or rely on power. Instead, he breaks down his opponents mentally like a chess grandmaster. Usyk can adjust to anything mid-fight, control the tempo, the space, and the angles, all while staying one step ahead. Experts say that kind of intelligence can't be taught. It's natural, and it's the reason he's a nightmare opponent in any weight class.
He's matured, he's punching harder than he's ever punched. Seems to be a different guy. I mean, if you know Daniel Dubois, he's a really lovely fella, big smile on his face. Don't speak a lot, but he always shakes your hand and says hello, and a nice guy. But a powerhouse, he can knock buildings down him with his punches. But Usyk's so clever. Usyk's that clever. He's just so clever. Though when Tyson fought each other, that was a marriage of minds, wasn't it? That was a marriage of minds, and and everybody thinks he's going to walk through him. Well, nobody's walked through him yet, have they? Have you seen anybody walk through Usyk? Because I haven't.